Take a deep breath. And lower the chin to the chest, all the way down to the floor. On your next breath, inhale, lift up halfway, hands to your shin, nice long spine. Lowering down back to the floor, walk it out to a plank pose. Hands directly below your shoulder blades. Take a little bit of a push forward to the tippy toes. Lower down halfway, keep the triceps glued to your body. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, rolling over to the tops of the feet. Exhale, take the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Pedal it out. Extend one leg at a time. Taking a moment here to ground yourself, prepare your body and your mind for this session. Press both of your heels into the mat. Reach the right foot up to that sauna ceiling. Exhale, take the knee to the nose, and then gently place the foot in between the palms. Look up, drop the back knee to the floor, open up the chest, lunge forward. And then on your next breath, go ahead and scoot it back, extend through those legs, wrap the shoulder blades down, forehead melts towards the knee. Let's do that once more. Inhale, lunge forward, drop that back knee down, look up. And then as you exhale, step it back, downward facing dog. Moving on to the other side, inhale, left leg up. Knee to nose, exhale, slowly with control, place that foot in between the palms. Drop the right knee this time. Pause and look up. Melt the shoulder blades away from the ears, feel it in the hips. And then exhale, let's take it back. Straighten out both legs. Allow the shoulders to wrap down. Forehead, once again, melting towards the knee. Inhale back to that lunge. Once more. Exhale, downward facing dog. Look between the palms, walk those palms all the way back to the feet. Feel free to hang out here for a second. And then gently, vertebrae by vertebrae, roll on up. Next is our flight phase. Modified warrior salute. So we're starting at the back of our mat. Take that right foot forward. Drop it all the way down. Left knee comes to the ground. Reach the arms up overhead. And we're there. So this is a modified warrior salute. When you think about that, your body is literally saluting upwards towards that sauna ceiling. Think about melting the shoulder blades down. Pressing through that front heel. Taking a few breaths, maybe sinking a little bit deeper into the hips. Nice. Always have the option to gaze up a little bit, just a baby back bend. Why not? Just a few more moments here. Think about growing tall as you inhale. And then as you exhale, becoming a little bit heavier in those hips. Good job. Look up at those pinky fingers. Those are spinning in. One more breath. And exhale. Warrior 2 is next. So we're going to launch off of that back knee. Open up that hip. Widen out those shoulder blades. Look over the fingertips. Here we are. So Warrior 2 is very interesting with the posture. It's meaning that we're going out into battle. Lunge forward. Heel to arch alignment. What does that mean? If you were to draw an invisible line from your heel all the way back to the arch, there you are. Come a little bit lower on your exhale. Turn on this glute with this heel. Maybe you're feeling like not too much of a warrior today. Come off of that front knee a little bit. But if you're here with me, come a little bit lower. Gazing over those fingertips. lowering down the shoulder blades. Great job. Sun Warrior is next. Go ahead and reach towards that sauna and then bring it back. Kind of like a rainbow arc in that side body. Stay low in that front knee. If you're feeling like this is a lot, you can go ahead and lift out of that front knee. But for now, stay as low as possible, lifting up out of that side body. Now the back hand can be down the thigh or behind that low back. Your choice. Gazing up towards fingers on the right side. Stay low in that front knee. Think about that energy coming out of the ground, up through that heel, turning on the glute muscle. One more breath. And release. Great job. Onto the other side. Modified warrior salute. Take that left foot forward, right foot is back. Drop the right knee, arms come up. Here we are. So think about this posture from the ground up. You're rooting through the heel. You're pressing into the left side. The arms are going up towards that sauna ceiling. However, the shoulder blades are melting away from the ears. Release all that tension in the shoulders, the neck, the jaw. Maybe just a little subtle movement here. Deep breath, grow tall through the crown of the head. And then exhale, melt forward, a little heavier. Nice. This is such a powerful posture. This is really where we discover our inner warrior. We feel our bodies. We listen to our minds. Just a few more breaths. Focus. And let's come out of it. Warrior 2 is next. Open up those arms. Open up that hip. Once again, that heel to arch alignment. So invisible line from the front all the way to the back. Melt it down into that left knee. Peer over those left fingers, finding that fierceness, that warrior-esque stance. And as you breathe, come down a little bit further. This might feel different. This side might be your good side, but if it's not, come out of it a little bit. Go at your own best pace here. Breathe. Thinking about the breath, that life force. Just a few more moments. Great job. From here, we're going to go into Sun Warrior, reaching forward towards the front of the sauna and reaching it all the way back. Creating that rainbow arc in the side body. Gaze can stay up towards that left hand, or you can bring it down. Staying low in that front knee. Once again, thinking about that energy coming up through that heel, turning on that outside left glute. Great job. Keep holding. Whenever your mind starts to wander, reconnect. Stay focused. A few more breaths. Amazing. Let's come out of the posture. We have eagle now. So take a giant step towards the center of the mat. Right leg is your base. Left leg is going to come up and over the top of the right thigh. Sit on down. Parallel the arms overhead. Now take the right arm underneath the left. Maybe the palms come together. And here we are. If you need a modification, go ahead and drop that left leg to the floor. If you want to stay here with me and Taylor to my left, you can stay, or you can double bind that foot behind the right calf. Take a deep breath. And then slowly start to maybe slide down that wall, that invisible wall behind you. Think about that compression. And if you want a little bit more, look to Taylor, to my left. Start to bring your eagle's beak down slowly with control to your knees. Pausing there for a moment as you gently lift back up. Little crunch action here. Just a few more moments, squeezing the arms and the legs, driving through that heel. And let it go, come out of the posture. We have eagle on the other side. Left leg is your base. Take that right leg over the top of the left thigh. Parallel the arms once again. This time that left arm comes underneath the right. Palms together. Take that modification by dropping that foot if you need it. And begin to slide down, making yourself into a baby eagle. Why not? Feel as your scapula, your shoulders separate behind you. Taking a deep breath, compressing your internal organs here. And then maybe if you wanted that advancement, you start to take your beak down, slowly to your knees. Pausing for a moment here. And then gently taking it back up once again. Great job. Just a few more breaths. Can you sit lower? Can you smile? And let's come out of that posture. Amazing job. Next we have warrior 3 into half moon. Let's take a giant step back. Hands to your hips. Right foot steps to the center of your mat. And then tick-tock. Let's come into that uppercase letter T shape with our bodies. Now your hands can stay at your hips or you can bring them to your heart. This is feeling like a lot. Think about bending in that standing leg. Good job. As you find this extension, one line of energy from your heel all the way through the crown of the head. Want to add those arms, maybe you take flight. Bring the arms behind you, palms facing down. Pinky fingers are squeezing in towards one another, so you're turning on the tricep muscles as well. Think about that leg. Try and rotate that left hip underneath you. Breathing, lifting, growing. Okay, let's take our hands to the heart. Drop the hands down to the ground. Moving into half moon, right hand stays put, left arm starts to reach up, peel the shoulder open towards that sauna wall. Think about stacking that left hip on top of the right, flex the toes towards your face. Need a little bit less today, bend in that standing leg, lower that floating leg as well. Just kind of focus on opening up that upper body and stacking the hip today. Breathe. Okay, warriors, find your edge. See if you can surpass your edge today. Can you maybe lift that bottom hand off the ground? Oof, feeling that. Continue breathing. And release it all the way down to the ground. Slowly start to roll on up, very important. Onto the other side. Warrior 3 into half moon. Take that step backwards, hands to your hips, left foot forward. Now start to pendulum swing that right leg up and back. Once again, think about that capital letter T shape. Hands can come to your heart. You can always maintain that bend in the standing leg or lift up even higher. So think about that extension through the spine. And if you're feeling frisky today, look to Taylor, to my left. Open up your arms. Lift through the heart. Find that expansion, that lift, that power, that force coming through the heel. Just a few more breaths. Can you rotate that right hip underneath you a little bit more? Excellent. Drop your hands all the way down to the ground. Left hand stays put. Half moon, opposite side. Reach that right arm up. Stack that right hip. You got this. Take that modification if you need it. If not, lift and elevate your body off the ground. Think about that chest. Are you expanding? Are you taking deep breaths here? Maybe that bottom hand stays put, or maybe it comes off the ground just an inch. Embrace the shake. You got this. And slowly start to release it down to the ground, everything. And roll it on up, really nice and slow. Next posture is gorilla. So we're going to roll it all the way back down again, chin to chest. Really deep bend in your legs here. Take the palms underneath the toes, walk the toes all the way up to the wrist creases, and then gently relax the head. Okay, so this is not only a stretch for the backs of the legs, this is also a compression posture. So what does that mean? That means that although you can extend the legs, the moment that your upper body separates from your thighs, I want you to bend again. It's more about how much can you pull that upper body down towards the lower body. This is an excellent posture to detoxify your internal organs, especially your liver, your kidneys. Allow the length of the spine to separate. Nice stretch in the backs of the thighs. And slowly release the palms from underneath the toes. Gently come back up. Reverse plank bridge is next. So we're going to come back down onto your bottom. The soles of the feet to the mat. Fingertips are pointed towards your body or away. Begin to press into the palms and into the heels. Lift the hips. And we're here. So this is an excellent opening for your shoulders. If you want to take it down, bring it down. Bring your hips down. Just focus on the opening in the shoulder blades. And if you want, press it on up. Focus on that back bend. Maybe the gaze goes towards that sauna ceiling. Maybe it just drops all the way back. Just releasing any tension in your neck. Working the entire length of the spine, the glutes, the hamstrings, full body here. Keep pressing away. And lower down. Great job. Downward dog glute is next. Press the palms into the mat, come to your knees, tuck the toes under, lift the hips up and back. Starting in downward facing dog, root through the left heel, reach that right heel up, straight up towards that ceiling. And then recenter your breath. Maybe take that gaze to your left toes, nice long spine. And reach that right heel up towards that ceiling. Feel a catch in your right glute. Flex the toes. Externally rotate your shoulders. Go ahead and release that right heel down to the mat. Pause in downward facing dog. Moving into the other side, lift the left leg up. And hold. So once again, think about flexing that left toe towards your face. Pinky side, toe down. That right there should give you a little action, a little rotation in the left hip. Lift it up a little bit higher, feel catching that glute muscle. Press away using those palms. And lower that left leg down. Great job. Knees come to the mat. Roll up slowly. Lord of the dance on the right side is next. Come on up. Take a little step to the back of the mat. Right leg is your base. Take that left hand out, palm facing up. Grab for the inside arch of that left foot. Kick up a little bit and then bring that right arm out in front of you. As you begin to kick, maybe you start to shift the body weight forward. Use that arm as a little balancing post. Lift up out of that standing leg. And if you need a modification, go ahead and drop that knee a little bit. Find this balance. Find your focus. Lift up a little bit more. And lower down. Lord of the dance on the left side is next. Left leg is your base. Grab your right inner arch of that foot. Start to kick. Lift that left arm up. Find your balance as you continue to lift up. And maybe shift that body weight down. Find that one fixed spot on the wall that maybe isn't moving to help you with your balance. As you lift up a little bit more. Reconnect to your breath. Did you stop breathing? That happens. I'm here to remind you. One more. And release out of posture. Amazing. Extended side angle pose is next on the right side. Take a step back. Hands to your hips. Giant step forward with that right heel. Find the warrior two alignment in the feet. Reach the arms out. Reach the palm towards the front. Now drop the right arm down. Left arm up. And here we are. There are many options you can take here. Need a modification? That bottom arm, elbow can come up to your thigh. If you want, you can drop that right arm all the way down to the ground. Or maybe, like Taylor, you take a half bind. Take that left arm behind you and you roll open that left shoulder towards the top of the sauna. Maybe we're feeling fancy, then a little bit more, full bind. Interlace your palms underneath you, peel open that chest. Final moments here. And release the bind if you had it. Release out of the posture. Triangle pose is next. Straighten out that front leg. Boom, there we are. So triangle is a really interesting posture. It's all about that extension. But think about lifting up out of the side body. How can you do that? Maybe that bottom arm comes up off the ground. Maybe that bottom arm and hand stays glued to your shin. Continue breathing here. What is your intention? What is your focus? Maybe like Taylor, you take the top arm towards the ear. Find that nice stretch in the side body. Gaze comes up maybe. Deep breath. And release it out of posture. Great job. Let's go ahead and step it together. Slowly come up. And we're moving on to the other side. Coming all the way back. Extended side angle pose on the left side. Giant step forward with that left heel. Find the warrior two alignment. Once again, heel to arch. Extend the arms out to the sides. Reach it forward and then drop that left arm. Right arm, heels open. Think about that one line of energy from your heel all the way out through the crown of the head. Take that modification if you need it. That left elbow, top of the left thigh. If you want a little bit more, extend that top arm. Nice. Feeling that one line of energy sinking deeper into the hips. You got this. Where's the breath? I hear it. Just a few more moments. Holding. And release. We have triangle. Extend through that front leg. Let it go. So begin to bring some awareness into the places in your body where you might be holding some tension. See if you can soften. How can you soften a little bit more? But at the same time, maybe add on a layer. Maybe you lift up out of that side body just a little bit. And breathe. Feel a stretch in the back of the hamstring. Feel the alignment in the spine. And release both arms down to the mat. Let's step it back. Come all the way down to your knees. Reverse Superman is next. Hands come back down. If you want to step it back to a plank and lower all the way down to your belly, however you want to get there, it's all up to you. Arms down by your side, palms facing up. Deep breath. Exhale, peel the chest up. Maybe the legs follow. So your palms are facing up towards that sauna ceiling. You're lifting up out of that heart. Maybe you want to lower the legs today. Just focus on your chest, your shoulders. Maybe you want to lower the arms and the chest and just focus on your glutes today. Many modifications here. Find that one line of energy. Maybe take the gaze slightly down, but still at the top of the mat. Create that nice length in the back. It's fine. Final moments here. Lift up a little bit more. Can you take your hands behind you, interlace the palms, open up the chest even more? Ooh. Intense heart opener right here. Smile. Lift a little higher. Let it go. Child's pose. Lift your hips up and back. Maybe widen your knees. Take your hips towards your toes. Extend the arms out overhead. And allow your body to melt into the floor, relaxing the length of the spine. This is an amazing counter posture when you're doing back bends. Surrender into the mat. And breathe. Nice. Slowly start to come on up. Camel pose is next. Come to the center of the mat. Knees about hip-width distance apart. We love you. Or maybe it starts to track behind you as you press the hips forward a little bit more. Maybe you drop your hands to your heels very slowly. And if you look to my left with Taylor, maybe you drop the tops of the feet to the mat as well. Allowing this to open up the throat, the heart, the chest. Breathe that down. And release, slowly come up, so important. It's not a race. Extended V-sit is next. Flip your legs out in front of you. And then we're gonna grab from behind the thighs, sit up nice and tall, take the feet off the ground. Now extend the legs nice and long. Can you take your arms out to the sides, palms facing up? You need that modification? Gently bend the legs, maybe tap the toes down. You can always hang on to those thighs, right? Think about your core here. What's going on? Lift it up a little bit more. And lower it down. Roll forward, release those hip flexors. Turn it on. Let's do that all over again. Extended V-sit. Lift it up when you're ready. Extend the arms out overhead. Deep breath. So here's that reminder. Where's your focus? Why are you here? Can you channel your breath? Can you lift a little bit higher? Release it down. Roll it forward. One more time. Extended V-sit. You got this. We're almost there. Extend those legs long. Have them bent. What can you do a little bit differently? How can you push for these final moments? Change your shape. Do something different. Reconnect to your breath. A few more. And release. Great job. We have officially hit our landing phase. Go ahead and grab your foam roller. We're going to take it to the center of our mats to roll out our core to start. So come down to your forearms. Place it right by your belly. And start to kind of just roll up and down nice and slow. Kind of just taking note of those places that need a little extra love. And notice that any subtle movement is going to change this up. So maybe you want to turn over to the right side a little bit, getting into that side body that we worked so hard today. And then maybe alternating over, other side. Coming back to center, let's lift the hips a little bit and just slowly move down towards your hip flexors. Once again, just kind of rolling back and forth. What do you need in this moment right now? You know what I need is a little extra love on my right side. So if you want to join me, feel free to move on over to that side. If it's feeling crunchy, you're doing it right. Feel free to get into that IT band, more down that leg. Now whenever you're ready, going at your own pace, come on over to the other side.